inside every one of us, there is a metaphorical flame burning at all times. And until the day that we die, it burns. Emotions and experiences are like the fuel that we add to this fire. A strong fire, not too big, not too small, not too hot, is the key to a balanced and happy existence. Those among us who seem to have life all figured out, they've just found the correct ingredients to sustain their fire. The trick is to never stop experimenting and ask yourself, am I happy with the way that my flame is burning? Can I and should I do something to make this fire burn better, for longer, or even more efficiently? And to do this, we must become the chemist of our own flame. Others can inspire us, they can coach us, they can motivate, but ultimately you, and only you, will decide how your flame burns. Hostility, resentment, jealousy, rage, these are unstable additives. They either act to suffocate the flame like water, or they can explode like hydrogen or gasoline. This leads to instability in your fire. But what happens when you put a big log on top of a well-maintained fire? It burns for such a long time and at such a temperature that a bit of water, it's not a big deal. It just evaporates before it can affect the core of the fire. And gasoline near a fire, sure, it can explode, but it can also provide a tremendous amount of power and energy if it is harnessed and used efficiently. Sometimes the best lessons in handling gasoline require you to draw on some fake eyebrows for a little while with a little crayon, don't they? But don't let that discourage you. Let that be a lesson. But also, why would you keep dumping gasoline onto a fire if you're already covered in burns? Some substances are added to our fire that we cannot control. And unfortunately, many of us just accept defeat and neglect our fire when this happens. We call it bad luck, or we just become complacent in the role of victim. Sometimes our fire can be so saturated with this garbage that it looks like nothing but a smoldering ember. The more that fire goes out, the more it takes to rehabilitate the flame. But with care, with patience, optimism, resilience, you can take that tiny smoldering ember and turn it back into a raging bonfire once again. When that fire is at its smallest, you don't go throw a big oak log on top of it. You start with dried grass and leaves, and you work your way up to small twigs and sticks, and then eventually that flame is strong, and it can handle that log. This is a precise formula, and if you try to rush one of the steps, you can cancel out the step before. So continue to push yourself towards those items that burn best in your life. And it is only when we embrace our role as chemists that we can unlock our true potential.